Deep Up Off. Lil Jon.
Woo.
How the hell did that collaboration come about, KL? Because that thing is crazy as hell, too.
We recorded that in my house.
What?
Hell yeah, Lil Jon and the Eastside Boys. It was all of them.
What the hell was going on in there, KL? You got the king
Damn,
of
y'all
crunk
picked
in
them
this
up from the
thing.
airport, right?
So you got the king of crunk in this thing with the Eastside Boys going crazy on your track. How the hell did that collaboration even come about when y'all got in there? Did you just bring up the track, or did they already have something they wanted to do? What was going on in there?
Well, Fest started the track, right?
Yeah.
Big Fest, rest in peace, Fest. And I heard it. I'm like, man, what the fuck you gonna do with that? He said, man, look, take that bitch. You gotta do the drums over, though. Mm-hmm. Like, done deal. So, as usual, I'm listening to that bitch. Fucking hook come to my head. First thing come to mind, man, Lil Jon got to get on this bitch. Ironically, he was coming down for the Super Bowl in New Orleans already. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, look. I called down in Fest. I'm like, man, Lil Jon gonna be at the airport. Mm-hmm. Y'all gotta go pick this nigga up.
Yeah.
Some shit happened, I'm gonna tell you though.
Yeah.
Off the air.
Okay.
But the thing about it was that Lil Jon got up in there. He laced that bitch. And then we got Trell on there with the what? Whew. And I remember Lil Jon said, God damn, that girl got some lungs on her. Because Trell ain't about fucking 5'2".
Yeah.
But loud as she louder than Mystical, nigga. She is loud.
That's loud as hell.
And bruh, first thing come to mind, of course, me getting my manny on.
Yeah.
Put my verse first.
Yeah.
And before you know it, 6 Shot. Called Shot. Shot did his thing. And then, you know, it's nothing crunk gonna go through this bitch without Fiend on it.
Facts.
And no nigga gonna have that much bass and loud at the same time.
It's only one.
Right.
It's only one.
So of course, Fiend, man, look, because at first we was kind of having not issues, but this one, he was still on TVT. So Fiend did a hook first for this record. Fiend did a hook first.
Yeah.
But when we finally was able to get with Lil Jon, we like, Lil Jon, you need to do the hook. Mm-hmm. First of all, King of Crunk, he popping.
Yeah.
And we always talk about working. Mm-hmm. And then I did 2 more songs with China White on the record that were for Lil Jon that they was gonna put out.
My God.
I got all that shit, but that's not gonna be on P2, but that's just, but it's just all of that shit that I have is just sitting. You know what I'm saying? And just ironically, when I was finishing up, Serve came in. Dude, I gotta get on that record. And I'm thinking like, fuck, they don't have no room on this bitch. But I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Get on that bitch. Cause that's how Soulja Slim got on the Hold It Down For Me record. Because it was originally Lil Jon, it was originally Snoop, Juvie, and 6 Shot. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, Slim, they don't have no room on that. He was like, fuck it, I'm gonna rap on that bitch anyway. And then some things went down to where, you know, we had to take Shot off the record and Slim verse right there in the cut.
Yeah. Now, back to that Deep Up Off in that thing, you know, you said you had something to prove, KL, but as one of the greatest producers of all time, what was there left for you to prove?
It was more like this here, man. Because, you know, at the time I was having personal shots coming at me. So I'm like, really?
Yeah.
All right. Are we gonna see? But nobody was expecting me to put my pen on that hoe. Like I said, sometimes people can't speak for you.
Yeah.
You got to, I don't give a fuck how it come out.
Yeah.
You just have to speak it, because at least they know it's you.
That's right.
I can't have somebody else writing for me and, you know, they writing for me from their perspective.
Yeah.
No, I got to say this shit.
I feel that. Now, where them hoes at? You got that nigga DAZ and Soulja Slim on the song together. Talk to me about that joint right there, because that one was jamming too.
Where them hoes at? And that's Moby on the hook. Where them hoes at? Where them hoes at?
No more.
Yeah, but that record, DAZ was in town, you know, because DAZ have people from New Orleans, like
That's
out
right.
the Night Wall, you know. So DAZ came in, we linked up. I'm like, Nick, I got this record I got to get on. I need you on. Fucking DAZ said, whatever you got that Slim on, I won't get on it. And so I pulled up the fucking Where Them Hoes At. And it just so happened that, you know, DAZ, he just went first.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have no verse. Because it was just going to be DAZ and Slim.
Mm-hmm.
And I was probably going to think of a third person, but when DAZ got up in that bitch, he got in the booth. My booth, I converted a closet to a booth. So he went in that bitch. He said, just let that bitch run. He recalled. I don't even think he punched in. He sit up there, he listened to that bitch, and he pinned it. And see, that's some of the things like DAZ, Manny.
Yeah.
Me watching these niggas write verses to my beats, and I can actually sit down and record these niggas.
Yeah.
That's some shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Just a thought. But when DAZ came on that motherfucker, that nigga DAZ, KLC, oh, come on, man. Who brought this motherfucker DAZ fast? Spashing these niggas. He killed that bitch.
This Drum Major Project Part 1, how nostalgic was it for you going back through all of this music before you got ready to release it? And how did you feel being able to finally get it from that vault into these streets?
First of all, it was refreshing just opening that motherfucking vault up. And listening to that shit for the first time in a long time. Like, God damn. Because the first song that we did on that record was in 98. And that was the You Don't Want to Go to War with Fiend and Mercedes.
Yeah.
And he wrote Mercedes, that's Mercedes' brother.
That's hard.
So when we did it, me and Fiend already knew. We already knew that. When I did that beat, and he came with that hook, whoa, nah, you don't want to go to war. I'm like, oh man, boy, them hoes gonna be singing this shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then he didn't want to rap on it. He like, nah, man. He was so caught up in the hook. He didn't want to rap on it. He said, nah, we need to get somebody else on this bitch. He said, I just want to do the hook, that's it. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to rap on it. So you pin my shit up. And when we left, Mercedes' verse wasn't on that yet. And it's a little bit down the line, I decided to let's just pull this motherfucking song out. I mean, it was like, I think January, it was his idea, man, you need to get Mercedes on that bitch, however it went. And I'm like, who gonna write our shit? Because you gotta understand, like, through Mercedes' process, we didn't know who was writing her. You know, she'll just show up and boom, boom.
Be ready to go.
Right. So he was like, I'm going to write it.
Yeah.
So when she was over the phone or you came in?
We did it down.
I know, but I'm... Yeah.
We did it all down. We just sat down and wrote it. I wrote it. She was right there.
My God.
And after we sat back and listened to it, Fiend was like, oh, yeah. He was ready to go with it.